and the better, obviously. It's not how big your muscles are and how you deliver a forceful blow. It's how much leverage you put into a shot. You cannot get optimal leverage with your feet too close together or too far apart. So this is called a box drill, and I got this from John Brown from Ringside.com. It's a good way, we warm up and teach proper stance. And what you do is, when you're right-handed, that left shoulder's in front, chin tucked, elbows in, knees bent. And what you can do is, I like this left foot to be, pointed forward a little bit more. And the right foot the same way. Simply, when you go forward, you start from an ideal position, ideal stance, move forward, and an ideal position, ideal stance. When you go to the left foot, remain angled up. When you move to the right foot, remain angled up. So, and if you're a southpaw, power's in the left hand. Totally opposite thing. Boom. Boom. Just like that. Frontwards. All about leverage when you do this workout. That's all about leverage in boxing. Once again, if you don't have leverage, you don't have anything. And from a self-defense perspective, the more squared up you are, the easier you are to hit. Your punches are going to flow more smoothly, with a lot more force when you have a good foundation. It's like you can't build a house on a poor foundation. You cannot throw a punch off a poor foundation. You can do about a round of that. I like to warm everybody up with doing a round of that. Always going back to it. 3 months later, always going back to it. Always going back to the fundamentals. And what I like to do after that is just like to have my clients get on the balls of their feet. Just have them move around. And if you're a southpaw, it's the same thing. When you move around, you're angled up. Shoulders always in front. Chin tucked, elbows in. If you feel kind of, uncoordinated, so what? If you can't, you must. Ali moves around for an hour and a half before you can touch the bag, sparred. That's why he's so graceful in the ring. You train for it. Balls of the feet. You got your music on and just move. If you start off maybe kind of stiff, day after day, week after week, you're only going to improve on this. And this is going to set the foundation for you to be able to move around the bags when you're hitting them. And when your training partner or trainer is holding the punch mitts for you, when he moves around, you'll be able to move around with him. You cannot be too top heavy. When we go into our next segment, shadow boxing, if you look good with your, shooting your punches like this, but you don't have that footwork to go with it, that means nothing. It has to be symmetrical, in unison. So always start off with the box drills, round of that. Then after that, move into on the balls of your feet, finding your rhythm, footwork. And that, depending on your conditioning level, you can do, 3 rounds all the way up to 6 rounds, and just watch on how your footwork improves, your coordination improves. So next, what we'll do is we'll get into shadow boxing, and I'm going to teach how to shoot the jab, the right hand, the left hook, the southpaw, the totally opposite, and we're going to get into the uppercut.